Hi, this is Chris Johnson, and this is my second video in showing you how I create loops with a Kong drum module in Propellerhead Reason 5. And what I'm going to do is start off with my rack. It's basically just a Line 6 mixer, a Kong, and down here I have an Octo Rex player. You right-click on your Kong and initialize it so that it's a clean instrument. Bring the volume up because the volume never seems to be up high enough. And if you didn't watch the other video, what I do is I start off with the Dr. Octo Rex, and I've already made my loops in Recycle, and I have them loaded into track 1 on a Dr. Octo Rex, and I do this so that I can see the title of it, but I also need to see how many beats per minute it is and how many bars it is. So this is 101 beats per minute, and it's 2 bars. I set my song tempo down to 101, and I'm not making a song right now. I'm just, I want to be able to hear this at the right tempo. I'm going to come up here, and I am going to put in a NURBS Rex player, and I'm going to load it with the Rex file that I've already cut and sampled out. And this is a sample from Average Wideband. Okay, so it's just a 2-bar loop. I'm going to show you how to take this loop and break it up into chunks across 4 pads. And I have an MPD-18 from Akai, and that's connected as well, so I can use the 4 pads on that to trigger different parts of the loop at different times. So the first thing is it's in pad 1, and I'm going to show you this the quick way. My hit type, or no, I'm going to drum assignment. First 4 pads down here, I'm going to make them all drum pad 1. And what that does, it just copies that same loop across 4 pads. Then I'm going to come to hit type and hit the quick button here, quick edit button. This took me a long time to really grasp this. I was reading the manual dozens and dozens of times. So if I'm going too fast, you can rewind the tape, but read the chapter in the user manual about the Kong and just keep reading it over until it finally sinks in and you're like, oh, I get it. Now, I'm going to assign this to chunk trigger type. And if you notice in the Rex loop player down here, this is going to now divide into little chunks. 2, 3, and 4. And what this is going to do is it's going to evenly divide out your loop sample into however many pads that you assign it to. Hit the quick edit button on that. And now, okay, now I'm not looking for style right now. I'm just trying to show you how this works. Now, what I can also do is I'm going to take I'm going to right click and I'll take this and I'm going to right click on pad 5 and I'm going to paste. Okay, that's the whole loop. Now if I come here in my drum assignment, on pad 5, I'm going to make pad 6 also 5. And then on the hit assignment type, I'm going to make this assignment type 4 and make that a stop. And the purpose of that, which is in my previous video, is okay. So I'm going to use my MPD-18 here. I'm going to hit each pad. Okay, and I'm trying to keep the tempo of it, but the purpose of that is okay. So the lesson for today is how to take a loop, assign it across 4 pads, set it to chunk trigger type so that your pads trigger a different piece of the loop. And then just for giggles, we're going to make the whole loop here and assign this pad as a stop. And then do a little house cleaning, double click on your drum name and call them different things. Double click up here and we'll call this one stop. Alright, so that is the lesson for today. Now the next lesson I'm going to do is going to show you how to assign a loop across all 16 pads. And what that will do is, if you have a good loop to base it off of, it'll give you a whole drum kit based on the sounds in a loop from a sample.